Imagine giving a poet an unlimited word count. You'd probably just end up with a rambling, unfocused mess. But tell that same poet they only get exactly 14 lines to capture the essence of human love, and well, suddenly you get a Shakespearean sonnet.
Right, because the strict constraint is what actually forces the brilliance.
Exactly. Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we are looking at a stack of architectural blueprints, environmental master plans, and real estate analyses to explore a stunning example of this constraint.
Yeah, we are talking about Vila Voluta. It is this absolute marvel located in Portugal's Palmares ocean living and golf resort.
And our mission here is to unpack how a brutally strict mathematical rule basically created one of Europe's most fascinating modern homes.
To really understand this house, you have to look at the canvas it sits on, you know? The Western Algarve is a highly sensitive ecological corridor.
Right.
So to build within this natural amphitheater, the resort's master plan enforces a 5.7% built-to-plot ratio.
Wait, let's do the math on that. That means over 94% of the land cannot be built on at all. It has to stay completely untouched.
Yep, completely untouched.
I mean, if you were buying a plot of land, you'd probably want to maximize your square footage, right?
Sure, but here, that 94% dead space actually acts as a permanent ecological buffer. It blends the manicured golf greens directly into the marine environment of the Algarve estuary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it permanently guarantees that every single property has this uninterrupted view of the Atlantic Ocean.
I have to push back a bit here, though. Is this strict 5.7% rule genuinely about protecting marine ecology? Or, is it just a highly strategic way to...
Like a way to drive up real estate valuations for ultra-high net worth individuals.
Exactly. Because restricting supply is, well, it's the oldest trick in the real estate playbook.
Well, what is fascinating is that the master plan cleverly achieves both. Yes, it aggressively protects the environment, which is heavily mandated by local law, actually.
Right, of course.
But economically, by severely limiting construction, the developers ensure the area never gets overcrowded. The homes won't lose their value because they will never be surrounded by suburban sprawl. They remain these isolated, highly exclusive spaces.
Which brings us to the actual structure allowed on this tiny footprint, Vila Voluta. Because the space is so limited, you can't just slap down a generic box.
No, definitely not. The architects, Mário Martins Atelier, they threw out those traditional modernist cubes and designed a volute instead.
A volute?
Yeah, it is a classical spiral motif. Think of the curl design you would see at the top of an ancient Greek Ionic column. They basically translated that two-dimensional spiral into a three-dimensional living space.
So how does that actually work structurally?
Well, there is this central concrete ramp that emerges directly from the ground, and it wraps entirely around the building's envelope. It physically dissolves the mass of this 4,000 square foot structure.
It functions almost like a kinetic camera lens then. Because you are forced to move along this continuous spiral, your perspective of the ocean is constantly shifting and twisting.
Exactly, yes.
And those deep, sweeping concrete overhangs work exactly like a lens hood on a camera. I mean, they provide passive solar shading from that brutal southern sun.
And to make that lens work properly without, blinding the occupants, they really needed total transparency. So the builders, Nobislux, worked with an engineering firm called Otima to install these massive curved glass panels.
Right, but they don't just slide open, do they?
No, they completely retract into hidden pocket walls.
That is incredible. And the track for this massive glass wall is entirely flush with the floor, right?
Yeah.
With completely concealed drainage channels.
Yes. So the indoor floors seamlessly flow right into the outdoor stone decking. The living room effectively becomes this open-air pavilion.
And this flush, hidden drainage isn't just a neat parlor trick. It really feels like physical proof of a changing real estate market.
How do you mean?
Well, it shows that today's ultra-wealthy buyers care way more about architectural rarity and environmental stewardship than just building massive, imposing structures.
Oh, absolutely. And you actually see this materializing across the entire Palmares resort. Like, while Vila Voluta is this pristine, white, curving landmark, the resort's Michelin-starred clubhouse takes a totally different approach to the same constraint.
Right, the one designed by those Pritzker-winning architects.
Exactly. It is made of raw, earthy Corten steel. Because Corten naturally rusts and weathers over time, it physically blends into the surrounding earth.
So it creates a contextual dialogue with the landscape rather than dominating it.
Yeah. Because they are forced to preserve 94% of the land, they can't rely on sprawling infrastructure. They have to engineer inward.
Which is why you see the integration of nearly zero energy building technology on other frontline villas there.
Right, we are talking integrated solar arrays and hydroloop systems that recycle gray water on site. The constraint literally forces self-sufficiency.
So true luxury today is basically the marriage of strict environmental preservation and absolute architectural imagination. It is about how elegantly a structure can exist within its limits.
Yeah, we see these extreme building limits forcing brilliant, sustainable innovation for the ultra-wealthy, which, raises an important question for all of us.
It really does. Imagine if your city applied these exact same spatial constraints and demanded this level of environmental integration for everyday middle-class housing. Would constraint unlock better living for you too? Something to think about. This video was edited and processed with our web app build by us. Check the link in the description box.